Everybody, hi, it's Becky and Stuart. How are you guys doing? We are good. We are back to work, and this is truthwaverising channel. How are you doing this week? Are you? You're not.
Well, you know how I'm doing.
Actually, he's not doing very good at all. But I wanted to let him tell you how he's doing this week and what happened. Go ahead. No?
Well, what's there to say? I'm not up to par.
Not feeling very good. He's not feeling very good, and we're going to say prayers for him and put it in Almighty Creator's hands that he gets healthy. And better than he's feeling today, and the whole last week, because it was not good.
Well, it's actually been bad for a while, because it's been 4 years since my girlfriend died.
Right.
And I've been single for 4 years, you know, and I was with her for 5 or 6 years. You know, we were pretty solid.
Right.
And it's not healthy at all.
And that's really hard to, you know, live by yourself, and
it is.
You're supposed to be self-sufficient, you know, but it's really hard to be by yourself.
Perfection, looking for, you know, that perfect mate and everything.
Right, that perfect person.
And of course, you get the wrong one. It's worse than being with the wrong,
with the wrong person. And right.
Yeah.
I know about that story, and yeah. So anyway, last week we were talking about my father and the fact that he has Alzheimer's, and I just wanted to give you a little update on that it did not go. It didn't go. It didn't happen.
It wasn't meant to be.
I guess it wasn't meant to be. Thank you so much.
It sounded a bit much for you anyway.
I mean, yeah, we tried. We really tried, but
things were working against you.
Right.
And you couldn't.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, too many forces working against you.
I feel like my hands were tied.
Yeah, you can't fight.
And there was nothing I could do.
And that's the world we live in right now. We kind of have to flow with the energies that are happening, which are not of the normal.
Right. These energies are that are going through us right now are not normal. They're not. They're like, we're trying to like raise our vibration and stay up there. And
other people were saying they were having similar effects like I had this week also.
Right.
And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the beginning of the 5G
It's beginning of the,
or something. Or the combination of things.
Right.
You know, combination of
It's probably more like a combination of things, but I also believe in God. I mean, I believe, I shouldn't say God, because I believe in our Creator. I believe in the first source of life essence. And I believe that He has a plan, and He's going to make it known sometime. It's His time, not my time, and it's definitely not anybody else's time. So I just wish it would hurry up already, but that's just me. You know, hurry up already. So I did make a couple of notes that, and I'm so glad that Stuart could come today. This is the first day he's actually been out of his house, and he feels like he could do a little bit of, you know. So he got out of the house and come over here and have a conversation, and that's great with me, because I love it.
It's a nice day for it, too. The weather's not bad
and
at
it's, yeah, look at that. You see that? They're spraying again.
Spraying?
Yeah, you see the line?
Oh, the chemtrail.
Yeah, the chemtrail.
Yeah, well, they did quite a bit of that, coordinated with all that big front last week. We had that gray sky for days.
We had that gray sky for days.
When you have that gray sky for days, that's not a natural storm.
No, it's not.
And I got sick during that same period where we had total chemtrailing. So that could be a factor as well.
That could be a factor as well.
Easily be a factor since I spend a lot of time outdoors.
Right.
And that's really a source of energy. What little there is, since I don't have a mate. Without a mate's energy, you really can't survive. You know, I'm really.
Well, you can survive
for only a period of time.
But you need to like ground yourself. You know,
not
like
easy.
Be outdoors and take off your shoes and be part of the ground and part of the earth and
it's sad
part
that
of the trees and
that all the human energies are being vampirized by the world control system right now.
Right.
And we're not getting the individual energy, even in our relationships, even if you're in a solid relationship with someone.
Right.
Our energies are being diffused and vampirized by the control structure. And, you know, I'm not the only one going through this, but I'm going through it even worse than most because I have no mate at all. So it's very, 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 very dangerous. But
I know that's got to be hard. I know
it is. I mean, I live on human energy. That's what I need more than food.
I can't
get it in this world, this artificial construct that we are going through right now.
Well, I love you, and I'm a human being, and I pass my energy on to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't get much energy. I really don't. Get much energy even from, you know, family and friends and things. It's limited how much they have to give.
It's limited,
and the construct of our human interaction has been disrupted, to put it mildly.
Yeah, to put it mildly. Yeah.
We don't have the foundation that we've known thousands of years, if not hundreds of thousands of years or more.
Right.
We really don't have it. You know, it's all been slowly, systematically replaced by the artificial electronic construct over the last 100 years.
AI, yeah.
Well,
I believe that too. That has
the way
something
we
to do with
interact through our media systems and through the whole construct of the way it's set up. It's diffusing and it's replacing normal energy cycles. If that makes sense. You know, now that I've had this week where I've basically been, you know, immobile, I can stop and look at myself and everything around me, and like all of a sudden I'm not even the same person because everything stopped. You know, even even the ability to think.
Even the ability to think, yeah.
You know.
Sometimes you just need to get back to that, though. Back to nature, back to...
It's a reminder of what we've lost.
Right. It's a reminder of what we've lost, and also who we actually are anyway.
Beyond the artificial construct.
Beyond the artificial, stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, ever since 1912 or something, everything has been artificial in our world.
Right.
It's all been set up with a big power forces manipulating things, and it's all for the same goal. Whether it was communism, fascism, totalitarianism, capitalism, any of it, it all seems to be going towards a negative goal as far as human.
Well, actually, it is right now because the way they have set it up. Right? You understand that it's their negativity. But I gotta tell you something. The world population, the human beings on the planet, we're like waking up like every single minute of every single day. We are waking up and realizing what's going on around us, and we can see all this evil that's going on and all this negativity. We can see it, and we can actually change it. And this is where I wanted to say that we are heirs of creation, and helping our fellow man, standing together, and knowing the plan, and that there is a plan, and there is, and it's called natural law. and all living systems on this earth are free. We will make this our new reality.
We're not getting
we
to
just
utilize
need to-
our energies to our full form.
Yeah, not yet.
Not
But
yet.
As more people wake up, and I really believe in my heart that more people are waking up, and there are more of us than there are of them. And right now they're running scared, and I think they should be, because
And reality can't be replaced by this artificial manipulation. It's not real. And
It's not real.
It doesn't fulfill our inner needs and our inner goals, our inner abilities, our inner potentials. It's there's so much more that it's not, the internet isn't all the entire answer. When you really
it's not. They used to, you know how they used to say, take 40 or 60% of what I say as truth, de facto, whatever, and the other 40% you decide, like, do your own homework. Yeah. I don't think it should be that way. It should be that everybody is true, and not lying, and we just need to wake up and raise our vibration, and have connection with our Creator,
and
that's
each other.
and each other, exactly.
We're not connecting. Humanity is not connecting on the levels it could.
But we are, you're saying we're not connecting, but
Well,
it could be part that you don't have a mate right now.
Yeah.
And if you had a mate,
Yeah.
you
I
would
would be-
probably change your tone,
That. Oh yeah,
change your
exactly.
mind
And
about
people
that.
aren't going to listen to
And-
me. What I have to say doesn't really matter because I'm not part of that matrix. I'm not part of
Yeah,
it.
we are not part of the matrix, but people are listening. I think they are, and
Well,
even though we have only 10 or 12 or whatever subscribers right now, we just have to keep on keeping on. That's what they say. You got to go with the flow. You got to keep going, keep putting it out there, and eventually, it'll grow. And
eventually I'll
what
find
was
that
that
partner
old
and I'll
saying?
become dynamic enough that people will want to listen and be part of something
you
real.
are dynamic.
I hope
You are
so.
dynamic.
I try.
You're a diamond. Yeah, we are.
Well,
we are eternal in nature.
Potentially
We
so.
are dynamic creatures. We are heirs of creation. I don't know. I think we are all positive, enlightened beings.
And when we interact with each other on a human level, it's so much more than anything when you're interacting with the internet.
Oh yeah.
It's, human interaction. I was mentioning to them that,
Oh, and that brings up a thing. If you can, and you want this human interaction, start going to the flea market on Sundays. If you can't drive there, we'll come and pick you up, because we go every Sunday. And do you know how many people go to the flea market? And it's not like it used to be. Like it used to be 10 whatever years ago. All the tables would be filled with people, and there's
you have to get in line
and-
early to get a spot.
And you'd have to get in line early and blah, blah, blah. And right now, that's not it. That's not it. And I don't know why it changed so fast, like in 5 or 10 years, whatever. But it's still good. It is still good because you can still go there and meet many, many, many different people, talk to people, and to have that human connection that you're missing. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that.
I try, but it's always materialism. It's always buying and selling. I'm not really meeting
It
people on
is.
the human level like I want to. And that's where I'm not finding at the flea market or
But
anywhere I go.
at the
right
flea
now.
market, you don't have to buy or sell. You don't have to. Go in. just going and talking to people. And
maybe it's my own mindset.
You
Maybe
know?
I'm thinking, well, I'm here at the flea market, I'm buying and selling, you know, or whatever.
yeah, it's
Maybe
not,
I need to think, hey, there might be, you know, that wonderful girl around the next corner.
yeah. Sometimes I feel myself being stuck into that mentality of buying and selling. Um, but
Materialism.
then it's the materialism part of it. But then I get myself out of it. I think of it, and my husband is standing there, and he's saying, "Honey, give him a good deal. Give him a good deal." And I'm like, "Okay, the more you put together, the better deal you get." Or I give it away for free. We do that a lot, because we know people need things, and I don't know. We just like to do that, but. So anyway, that was my point. If you go to the flea market, you're definitely going to get some human connection. And if you stay around our table, I can introduce you to people, and you will get that human connection. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to have one penny to your name to go to the flea market and just sit on a table and talk to people.
When my girlfriend passed away for a while there, I was like very popular. All kinds of women and girls of all different ages and sizes and shapes were interested in me very seriously, but none of them seemed like the right one. But now, none of that's happening at all, and I'm thinking, gee, was I too particular? You know, was I passing up, you know, opportunities?
Could have been passing.
I must have been.
But
being chewed.
We're on limited time today. I know that he's not feeling well and he needs to go home and rest. So I'm going to do this really quick. This is the Law of the Land Handbook, written by Cindy K. Courier. And we had read the last video. I read all of through statements 14. There are 14 statements of responsibility. And I read all of that the last time. So now we're going to go on to there are, in the number 1 preamble, there is statements of clarification. And I'm going to read 1 through 7. And then next time we'll go on to the number 2, the spiritual practice. Okay? So 1, God is not a deity to be revered as a supreme being. God is the first cause of life essence and is embodied within us. So we have that, what is that movie?
Well, I think the word is deity. They call it deity. You said deity.
Oh, it's deity. Sorry.
Just to clarify.
Okay, God is not a deity to be revered, right? Anyway, my point was that we all have that God spark within us, the spark of life essence. If you're a human being on this planet, that's what you have in with you, and that is your spirit, your soul, your connection to Creator. Okay. Number 2, natural law is not adherence to rules. No more laws, no more rules, because that is just ick. It is the practice of maintaining wholeness among all living systems. So if we're responsible and we take care of Mother Earth and nature and all the animals, bees, trees, all that kind of stuff, then we're good. Number 3, natural law is intrinsic to human nature and requires no proof. Right. Number 4, truth is absolute. Number 5, humans are eternal by nature. Number 6, the reincarnation cycle is complete. There have been a lot of people saying that and I believe it. The reincarnation cycle is complete.
Seems like it.
So we will not be reincarnating again.
Yeah, I don't
on
think
this
so.
planet.
Somehow I got feelings that
that's the gut vibe between us is that is true. That is de facto. Number 7, all time streams, timelines are now one. So the timelines, all timelines have been fixed, and it's on one timeline. So anyway, that was the first preamble.
A little comment on that one. You're talking about the timeline.
Yeah,
now,
the timeline.
Okay. Now, if the theory of the universe that we're taught in school is correct,
it's not.
It can't be. If it were correct, that we're like a giant clock, that the universe is a giant clock with suns and stars and planets all circling each other like atoms, then if that were true, that would mean that time, that you could go anywhere in time because you just go where that thing was physically at that period. So that can't be true. It can't be true.
Sometimes you're just a freaking genius.
I don't know about that, but I've thought this for a long time.
I mean, it's another one of those things where I say that we are to the end of this. We're coming to the end of this reality. The reality of the evildoers doing their evil business and being in charge. That's it. That's, you know, we're at the end of it. That's done. And now the timelines have been reset to one and no more reincarnation. So I totally get it. I understand why God, or first source of life essence, would want to do that, because we as human beings on the planet need to start over. And it doesn't mean that we're gonna have to start over with like computers and internet and reality that way. It just means, and it doesn't mean we're going back to caveman times, because that's not happening. That's not happening. So don't worry about that. The thing is that it's time for humanity to start over and become responsible for ourselves and for the planet and for, well, this plane of existence that we're on. Because I'm going to say some things, and he might not agree with me, but this is my opinion, and in my opinion, this planet is not round. It's flat. We live in a flat planet. It is totally flat, and when you actually see the picture of the flat planet, and there's ground underneath, of course, but when you actually see that you realize it's way bigger than they ever taught us in history books. I mean, all this history and everything is going to have to be rewritten, because that's all wrong. Whatever they taught us in history, you know, most of it is all lies. So,
well, you know, I've been considering this for a while. Now, the theory is that we are a spinning globe going at like 160,000 miles an hour or something.
And I don't think bullshit.
So. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I'm cussing. In my heart, I really don't like to cuss, but oh my God, I so agree with him. And then another thing is that, oh yeah, we can't see ourselves spinning, it's inertia, blah blah blah. I think that's all wrong. I don't think we're
spinning that fast.
I don't think that we could be. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way that my butt could be sitting in this chair right now if we were spinning that fast. You know. And then the other thing is the moon and the sun, whatever up there.
Seems pretty artificial.
You know, it's yes, it is.
That doesn't seem real anymore.
They call it okay, well, the moon is actually
an artificial concept.
It's not just an artificial concept. It's actually a lunar base. It's actually where they go and the aliens. There are aliens or extraterrestrials. I'll say people that are not from this planet or not from this dimension.
Hey, we just talked
pop
about
in and out, whatever.
spinning globes.
And the moon is a lunar base.
It doesn't spin.
The sun.
It doesn't spin.
It doesn't spin.
Dark side is always dark.
there, right. The
So,
dark side
you
is
know,
always dark
if it
side.
doesn't
That's
spin,
not,
then
so
why
it's not.
are these other
And
things
then,
supposedly
and
spinning?
then the other thing is that the sun, and if you read the Bible, if you're actually religious at all, and I don't know where it says this, but I did hear it, and I do believe that there is a dome over this planet. There is a dome because, and they've actually never been to outside of, because the moon and the sun are under the dome over the planet. You know what I'm saying? So I know this is going to be a hard concept for some of you people to get.
Well, we live here in Florida, and we don't see those satellites going up from Cape Kennedy every week, which they'd have to be if there was as many up there as they said there were.
Right, exactly.
I don't even know if we really have satellites.
Yeah, baby. Oh. Was Daddy watching you the whole time? Or you want to go back in the house?
It
You
is
want to go back
ominous that I'm
inside?
not getting better too quickly. I always
Right.
get better, usually.
You always get better, you know, Clint.
This came out of nowhere for no
Do you
reason.
do you do keto at all?
Keto?
Can you have keto coffee? It's got like coconut.
I've got some keto stuff. I'm not sure what the keto is about. Like keto cereal, keto cookies.
It's keto. Yeah, it's actually the best thing for you.
That would be for me. I could eat the keto cookies right now.
Absolutely, because of the fact that keto is I think it's supposed to be like 70% fat, 25% or 20%.
Fat content is what the keto
Right,
is.
and it means that it's good fat.
Good fat.
Good fat. So, yeah, it's protein and keto and vegetables. And
Because I remember I got a jar of those I got cheap that had keto cookies, and they had good ingredients, but they weren't real tasty, so I haven't been eating them.
Yeah, I don't care if they're not tasty. They're food, and they're not sugar, and they're not GMO, and they are not what was I thinking? High fructose corn syrup, and they are not. They are made with the cocoa and
what other
coconut
symptoms did
and
you have from the
stevia.
gallbladder?
Sick, kind of didn't feel good, sick, and my back hurt. I think I did vomit. Yeah, when that first
When it
started
first happened,
and all that.
I vomited.
Yeah, but as soon as I started to get those symptoms, I went to the hospital, and like the very next day they did surgery and took it out. I mean, they didn't make me wait like a week or two. They were just like, nope, come in, get it out, it's fine, you know. And then also, if you the Keto King, I call him the Keto King, but it's Dr. Berg, and he does everything keto. If you look him up online, is Dr.
Berg, like
Berg. No, B-E-R-G.
Oh, Berg, okay.
Berg, B-E-R-G. And he does everything keto, and he explains everything. He explains what's happening in your body with the different things. He's got gallbladder pills that you can take. I have them actually. If you want to see them, because we don't have gallbladder, so I buy his gallbladder pills. And you take the pills, and it helps you digest your food and get rid of your poo and stuff like that.
So I guess like pretty definite that it's something to do with an internal organ, since I had nausea and vomiting immediately.
Right.
And it's back pain, and I can't eat
So
much.
it could be kidneys or gallbladder, or I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but
Right.
yeah.
I'm treating it for kidneys right now with the
Oh yeah, the berry juice.
whatever it's called.
Cranberry.
Cranberry juice, which everyone recommends.
Right.
Seems to be the best thing for it. And aloe juice is supposed to help.
But if you get a chance and you have a computer at home and you can look up Dr. Berg, look up Dr. Berg and gallbladder.
Berg or Berg?
Berg, B-E-R-G.
G.
B-E-R-G.
O-D.
Not
Berg
O-D.
Berg with an E, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're about done.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have to cut out the whole,
Right, yeah.
Last conversation with my father and all that. And, yeah.
Oh, my.